February 1st, 2003, a seemingly ordinary day, but one that would be forever etched in the annals of space exploration. A crisp Saturday morning dawned across the southern United States, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. Little did people know this serene backdrop was about to become the stage for a tragedy. People looked up, their gazes drawn skyward, expecting to see the space shuttle Columbia, a beacon of human ingenuity and ambition. A familiar, brilliant star returning home after 16 days in orbit, a testament to the dedication and skill of countless individuals. The shuttle, a symbol of hope and progress, was nearing the end of its mission. Instead, they witnessed a shower of fire, a horrifying spectacle that defied comprehension. What was meant to be a triumphant return quickly turned into a scene of unimaginable destruction. Columbia breaking apart, its majestic form disintegrating into a chaotic cloud of debris, scattering burning fragments across Texas, a grim rain of shattered dreams and broken promises. The skies, once a symbol of limitless possibility, were now filled with the remnants of a fallen star, and Louisiana. The impact was felt far beyond the immediate vicinity, sending shockwaves of grief and disbelief across the nation. A sonic boom rattled windows and hearts, a deafening roar that echoed the devastation unfolding above. A sound of catastrophe, not triumph, a stark reminder of the fragility of human endeavors in the face of the immense power of space. The silence from Mission Control in Houston was chilling, a stark contrast to the usual flurry of activity and communication. The line to the crew was severed, leaving a void of unanswered questions and unspoken goodbyes. 7 astronauts, who had ventured to the edge of space, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and exploration, were now lost, their dreams and aspirations extinguished in a fiery instant. The event seared itself into the memory of a generation, a collective trauma that shook the foundations of our belief in the invincibility of technology. A stark reminder of the risks of space exploration, a field where the margin for error is infinitesimally small, and the consequences can be devastating. Space travel is never routine. It demands unwavering vigilance and a relentless pursuit of perfection. It's a dance on the razor's edge of physics and engineering, where the slightest misstep can lead to catastrophic failure. Columbia's demise shattered the illusion of safety, forcing us to confront the inherent dangers of venturing beyond our planet, and forced us to confront a terrifying question, one that would haunt the halls of NASA for years to come. Was this just a tragic accident, a confluence of unfortunate circumstances, or something more insidious lurking beneath the surface? Was it a disaster born not just from mechanical failure, from faulty equipment or unforeseen technical glitches, but from human error, a failure to listen, to see, to act, a breakdown in communication, and a disregard for warning signs? The story of Columbia is about choices, culture, and the price of hubris, a cautionary tale about the dangers of complacency and the importance of critical thinking. The universe is unforgiving of mistakes, demanding respect and meticulous attention to detail. Was this mistake preventable? Could the tragedy have been averted if different decisions had been made, if warnings had been heeded? The mystery began, a complex puzzle with countless pieces scattered across the landscape, and the world demanded answers, seeking to understand how such a devastating loss could have occurred, and what steps could be taken to prevent similar tragedies in the future. To truly understand the tragic fall of Columbia, a disaster that shook the world and changed the course of space exploration, we must first understand the magnificent legacy she built, a legacy of innovation, discovery, and human endeavor. We need to delve into the story of this iconic spacecraft. She was the matriarch of the Shuttle fleet, the first of her kind OV-102, forever known as Columbia, a name that resonated with hope and the promise of a new era in space travel. On April 12, 1981, a date etched in the annals of space history, Columbia launched the Space Shuttle era, soaring into the heavens and marking a pivotal moment in our quest to explore the cosmos. It was a bold vision for reusable spacecraft, a concept that promised to revolutionize space travel and make it more accessible than ever before. Heavier than her sister ships, a testament to her unique design and purpose, she became a dedicated platform for science, a flying laboratory rather than primarily focusing on station building. Over 22 years and 27 missions, a remarkable journey of exploration and discovery, Columbia deployed satellites, expanding our communication networks and our understanding of the universe, carried Space Lab, pushing the boundaries of scientific research in microgravity, and hosted astronauts from around the world. fostering international collaboration and uniting humanity in the pursuit of knowledge. She was a laboratory, an observatory, a place where groundbreaking discoveries were made, and a temporary home for 160 astronauts, brave men and women who dared to venture beyond our planet. Each successful landing reinforced the growing belief that we had, in some way, tamed the challenges of spaceflight, making it almost routine. But with every success, with every flawless mission, complacency subtly crept in, a dangerous undercurrent, the pervasive belief that what had worked flawlessly before would continue to work indefinitely. The extraordinary achievements of spaceflight began to feel almost ordinary, a dangerous illusion. Columbia's final mission, STS-107, carried not just a diverse array of scientific experiments, but also the immense weight of NASA's ambition, its storied history, and the hopes of a nation. The Shuttle program, and Columbia in particular, was a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity. But such complexity inherently brings risk, a delicate balance between innovation and potential danger. A long history of success can sometimes blind us to the lurking dangers, the subtle warning signs that we might otherwise have noticed. Columbia's legacy was, until that fateful day, one of extraordinary triumph, a symbol of American innovation and the boundless spirit of exploration, but it was about to be forever sealed by an unimaginable tragedy, a stark reminder of the inherent risks of space travel, the insidious danger of complacency, of taking the extraordinary for granted, was very real. And tragically, it would cost dearly, claiming the lives of 7 brave astronauts and forever changing the landscape of space exploration. January 16, 2003. Columbia stood ready at Kennedy Space Center for mission STS-107, a 16-day science flight. 7 astronauts, over 80 experiments, and the promise of discovery. At 10:39 a.m., Columbia roared into the sky, a flawless ascent, at least to the naked eye. But 81.7 seconds after launch, a briefcase-sized piece of foam broke from the external tank and struck the left wing. The impact was barely visible, a ghostly puff on camera. On board, the crew felt nothing. Mission Control saw no alarms. The shuttle reached orbit, and the mission was a scientific success. The crew worked tirelessly, unaware of the danger lurking on their wing. Back on Earth, engineers began to worry as they analyzed the launch footage. The seeds of disaster had been sown. Reviewing launch footage, NASA engineers spotted the foam strike, larger and faster than before. Foam shedding was common, but this event was different. Engineers, led by Rodney Rocha, used limited software to model the damage. The results were alarming. They warned of catastrophic burn-through during re-entry. Urgent emails flew pleading for action. But years of normalizing foam strikes dulled management's sense of danger. The risk was seen as routine, not urgent. The warning signs were ignored. Engineers requested high-resolution satellite images of Columbia's wing, only way to know the damage. Senior management, led by Linda Ham, denied the request. The rationale: even if damage was found, nothing could be done, no repair kit, no safe spacewalk. Managers saw the request as unnecessary, a distraction from the mission. The debate became a clash of cultures: engineers seeking data, managers focused on schedules. A manager declared the foam strike not a safety of flight issue, ending the discussion. The opportunity to understand the danger was lost. Engineers were told to stand down. The window to save the crew, or even warn them, closed quietly. The silence from management sealed Columbia's fate. February 1, 2003. The crew prepared for re-entry, eager to return home. The deorbit burn was perfect. Columbia began its fiery descent. Subtle sensor anomalies appeared in mission control. Rising temperatures, failing sensors in the left wing. The crew was likely unaware as the shuttle streaked over the Pacific. As Columbia crossed California, more sensors failed, and pieces broke away from the shuttle. At 8:59 a.m., just 16 minutes from landing, the final broken transmission was heard. "Roger, but..." Superheated plasma breached the wing, tearing through the structure. The shuttle tumbled out of control, breaking apart in an instant. All 7 astronauts were lost. In the aftermath, thousands searched for Columbia's remains across Texas and Louisiana. Over 84,000 pieces were recovered, nearly 40% of the shuttle. The Columbia Accident Investigation Board, CIB, led a months-long inquiry. The physical cause: a breach in the left wing's thermal protection, caused by the foam strike. But the CIB found deeper issues. NASA's culture had normalized risk and stifled dissent. The same flaws that led to Challenger's loss resurfaced with Columbia. The investigation revealed missed opportunities, ignored warnings, and a resistance to bad news. The disaster was not unforeseeable, it was a failure of communication and leadership. The question became, how could such a brilliant organization allow a known risk to become tragedy? The Columbia disaster left a universe of what ifs. Some speculated about space debris or sabotage, but no evidence supported these theories. The most persistent question, what if NASA had taken the satellite images? The CAIB concluded repair was unlikely, but seeing the damage might have changed the mission's end. The refusal to look remains the most haunting element, a symbol of institutional blindness. The parallels to Challenger are chilling. Both disasters rooted in known risks and ignored warnings. The lesson, never let routine blind us to danger. Amidst the complex technical details, the endless streams of data, and the intricate engineering schematics, it's easy to get lost in the sheer magnitude of the mission. But we must never forget the human heart beating at the center of this story. It's a story of ambition, dedication, and ultimately, profound loss. 7 remarkable individuals, each a shining light in their own right, were tragically lost. Their dreams cut short, their potential unrealized. Rick Husband, the commander, a veteran pilot with a steady hand and unwavering resolve. He was the leader, the one entrusted with guiding the ship and its crew. William McCool, the pilot, a brilliant mind with a passion for flight, eager to explore the vast expanse of space. Michael Anderson, the mission specialist, a man of deep faith and unwavering commitment, dedicated to expanding our understanding of the universe. David Brown, the mission specialist and doctor, a physician with a thirst for knowledge and a desire to heal, even in the most extreme environments. Kalpana Chawla, a pioneering astronaut, breaking barriers and inspiring generations with her courage and intellect. Laurel Clark, the mission specialist, a medical doctor and researcher, driven by a desire to push the boundaries of science and exploration. And Ilan Ramon, the first Israeli astronaut, carrying the hopes and dreams of a nation on his shoulders. They were scientists pushing the boundaries of knowledge, skilled pilots navigating the complexities of space travel, dedicated doctors committed to healing, loving parents cherishing their families, and intrepid explorers venturing into the unknown, each with a unique story etched in their hearts and a burning dream fueling their journey. Their legacy is not solely defined by the tragic circumstances of how they died, but rather by the extraordinary way they lived their lives and the profound impact they had on those around them, inspiring countless others to reach for the stars. The devastating loss of Columbia and its crew triggered profound and far-reaching changes at NASA, leading to a complete overhaul of existing safety protocols, with stricter guidelines and more rigorous testing procedures implemented across the board. It also fostered a new culture of open communication, encouraging transparency and collaboration at all levels of the organization. Despite the tragedy, the Space Shuttle program continued its mission, bravely pushing forward for 8 more years, carrying on the legacy of those who were lost. But the hard-earned lessons of Columbia, bought with such a heavy price, ultimately shaped the program's conclusion and its eventual retirement. Was the Columbia disaster simply a tragic accident, an unavoidable consequence of the inherent risks of space travel? Or was it a preventable catastrophe, a result of systemic failures and missed opportunities to avert the impending disaster? The overwhelming weight of evidence meticulously gathered and analyzed sadly points to the latter. We owe it to these 7 stars, these fallen heroes who dared to reach for the heavens, and to all those who bravely dare to explore the vast unknown, pushing the boundaries of human potential. To never shy away from asking the hard questions, to relentlessly pursue the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Their enduring memory serves as a constant reminder, urging us to never accept complacency, to always remain vigilant and to continuously strive for improvement in all that we do. To truly honor them and their sacrifice, we must commit ourselves to always striving for the highest standards of safety, unwavering dedication to the pursuit of truth, and an unyielding commitment to excellence in every endeavor. The story of Columbia stands as a stark warning, a cautionary tale of the dangers of complacency and the critical importance of vigilance, and a powerful call to action, urging us to learn from the past and to do better in the future, ensuring that such a tragedy never happens again. What are your thoughts as you reflect on this pivotal moment in space exploration history? How will we collectively remember the crew of the Columbia, ensuring that their legacy endures for generations to come? And most importantly, What positive changes will we implement to honor their memory and pave the way for a safer and more inspiring future of space exploration?